I'm not letting nobody else call me that. I'm letting my mood.
What you gonna do if they do? They gonna start laughing at your ass because ain't nobody gonna be scared. You gonna tap your feet like that?
It's gonna distract them.
I hope you still off on them while you doing that, because that is a good distraction. I know. I'm gonna be like, what the? Imagine somebody doing that and you looking down at them and then they just still off on you.
That's the thing though. I'm doing that. One of y'all finna come from the side.
Who is y'all? I'm not coming from the side and doing that.
You ain't no rider, dog.
They called you that. If anything, I'm gonna tap my feet.
So you
I'm gonna be the distraction.
If somebody called me the N-word, you wouldn't get out there with me?
I would tap my feet while you come from the side.
Okay. Either way, we in this together.
Then once you got them down, once you knock them down, then I'll probably
we gotta do it together. Mm-hmm. We gotta stomp on them together.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's
I'll help you out. I got your back.
That's what I'm saying. We gotta have each other back. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Lex P.
And it's your girl, Dre Nicole.
And you are tuned in to another episode of Poor Minds,
where a drunk mind speaks sober thought.
We ain't got no guests today. You know, we usually do a good job of coordinating. We didn't today. Not the Bankhead Bounce.
We ain't in Bankhead, but we close. We in the same city.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? When I was younger, I used to want to be in Atlanta so bad.
I wanted to be in Atlanta real bad when they came out with Welcome to Atlanta.
Oh my gosh.
And then they did the remix and had all them rappers on there, and they have nobody from Houston. And I was like, I hate being from Houston.
Well, imagine being from Orange.
I was like, Houston ain't got nobody representing on the track.
Not representing on the track.
For real though.
And then I remember what was that group called? Was it Cherish? Hey. I just thought they were just like so cool. They had Cherish. What was the other group? Remember Vicioso Bosses?
DeSoto Bosses.
Also, what was that song?
You make me delirious. Yeah, that was my song.
Yeah, that was a good song.
But yeah, Atlanta, yeah, back in the day, I feel like this was probably the best city to live in. Like when ATL came out.
Yeah.
That's when I really wanted to live out here.
That was, when you heard that tagline, call it Bubba Sparxxx. It was a time.
Okay.
Booty, rockin' everywhere. I found you, Miss Snoop.
I was obsessed. Okay.
That was a hit. Bubba Sparxxx was before his time. And I'm not gonna lie, I
wonder what he doing now. I wonder if he's still in College Park.
I'm gonna get drugged to hell for this. But in 2025, if I had to pick a white rapper to listen to out of Bubba Sparxxx and Eminem, I'm choosing Bubba Sparxxx every time.
But you're not gonna have that many songs.
It don't matter.
At least with
Bubba Sparxxx said,
"Cause name another song."
Don't I look extra slick in this Nautica? And just to think, it was you that she bought it for. Hey, that nigga ain't down. Shit, don't play with me. I got a few Bubba Sparxxx tracks.
Why do you know that?
I got a few Bubba Sparxxx tracks in my pocket, bro.
That's concerning, because I only know College Park, Bubba Sparxxx.
Nah, he has some hits.
You got tall over the left.
Sure. I'm not gonna lie, Bubba Sparxx's first album was good. He had some hits on there.
I don't know.
You remember Ugly? You remember that song, Ugly?
Oh, I do remember that song. Yeah. I do, because it reminded me of something that Missy Elliott would make.
See?
It was a good song.
I think Timberland he produced that.
That's probably why, yeah. So that makes sense, because it definitely sounded like Missy Elliott-esque.
Yes.
So you're right. Bubba Sparxxx did have his. Now me, I am still a little partial to Eminem. I don't care what nobody say. Eminem had hits.
He did have hits.
Especially if you was like in middle school and you was going through that rebellious phase. He had you feeling like everybody. How we gonna have to do a lot of bleeping?
Oh, yeah, it's okay. I feel like this. Eminem, I'm never taking away from his artistry. So I know they're gonna clip this and drag me because Eminem has crazy stands.
He does. I mean, and he has crazy hits.
But he does. But what I'll say for me personally, his music didn't age well for me.
A Detroit legend.
Just Lose It. Who is listening to that?
Me.
You're listening to Just Lose It?
In the car. In the car when I leave here.
Oh, baby. Come on now.
I'm about to listen to Toy Soldiers, too.
Step by step. Heart apart. Shut that. Turn that shit off. Turn it off.
I sense a little judgment.
Girl, I
sense a little judgment. What I listen to in the comfort of my own car is my business.
Now, if somebody turned on Superman, I'll listen to Superman. But I do know one thing, though. Men, they come, they go. Saturday through Sunday, Monday.
That line was so hard, Drake had to re-say it. He did. He had to make a whole little new song.
Anyways, I feel you. But like I said, that's
you be hating on Eminem.
I don't hate
you
on
do
Eminem.
be hating on Eminem. You be hating on him.
Because I'm back. No. Sir.
Because he wanted you to feel it. No.
Like, what are we doing here?
You felt it, though.
I did not.
He was like, yeah, he back. Eminem is back. That's all.
Hi, my name is what? Nobody is listening to that in 2025, bro.
That is how you introduce yourself.
No, I don't.
When you meet people.
Chicka,
Hi,
Lexi.
my name is.
No, I don't.
You do. You be like, hi, my name is Lex P.
What?
Lex P. Who?
No, we don't.
Slim Shady.
Oh, no respect.
Does anybody know where did the Slim Shady come from, though?
Because he was slim and shady. He used to throw tea and shade. Remember how he used to diss Christina Aguilera so bad?
But he was Slim Shady before that.
No, he's always been shady.
I'm saying, where did the name Slim Shady come from? Does anybody in the room know?
It says that it emerged from a moment of inspiration while he was on the toilet, stating that it just popped into his head and he immediately thought of rhymes for it.
Ooh. Okay.
While he was on the toilet?
I came up with a lot of good ideas on the toilet.
I mean, the toilet.
Toya. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. The toilet is a great place to think. Why did you say?
I can't sing that song.
You love that man bad, low-key.
No, I don't say that.
I think she does
Don't
too.
say that. I'll get pissed off.
I think she
You low-key.
I think so
too. Yeah, because
she bring him up more than me.
She can't, and you from Chicago.
Saying.
She can't go a day without bringing this man up. You need to become his pen pal.
Soraya!
He gonna get the letter though and be like, you too old.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm not joining in on this party. Nope, not doing it.
He gonna be like 36. I mean 35.
Ugh, disgusting. You old bitch.
You got a little sister.
Okay.
At this point, they should know we have dark humor.
Okay, but I will say, damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. No,
you was about to say Thoya.
We was talking about Eminem, and I was saying no disrespect to that man. His music just didn't age well for me. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't got not one song besides Superman that you would listen to in your car.
I promise y'all, this is when I had to give up on Eminem. It was like around that time where like they were doing like the BET ciphers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This man, I don't remember the bar before and I don't remember the bar after, but he said, "That's an awfully hot coffee pot."
I mean...
Okay, you cap. You are so cap.
Bro, coffee pots do be hot. Do they not?
Girl, no. There's nothing.
So at the end of the day,
no.
If you touch it, you deserve to get burned.
That is not what he was
talking about.
Okay. Look.
What was he talking about?
I don't know, but it wasn't that. It did not eat.
Okay.
He said, "I can even get a yeah or a whoo, not even a meh or a boo." I promise he said that.
If you can't get a boo, you suck.
Girl.
Y'all can get that man a boo.
So, talking about, the Atlanta days.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I used to want to be in Atlanta so bad, but I used to want to be in Houston so bad. So I was looking at y'all still tipping.
You wasn't looking at me.
Yes, I was.
I wasn't nowhere to be found yet.
You was in class like this, still tipping them. You was like, ooh. You was probably dancing just like that girl in front of that expedition.
That is how she. And why you trying to be funny? That was my best friend cousin. Like for real. Like I'm not even being funny. That was really her cousin.
What is she doing now?
But she was so proud. She was in that. I don't know.
She was so thick.
She was very thick for the time.
Yes. For the time.
Shout out to her thick ass. But she was definitely in that video, and then she was in that video with Webby and Bun B. She 5'7".
Give me that.
Okay. Yeah, give me that. She was in Give Me That because my friend was so proud. She was like, oh my God, my cousin. She was in Still Tipping and now she in Give Me That. And she couldn't wait to show me the video.
Well, in her defense though, back then being a video girl was a big deal.
No, it was. Because I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh my God, that is so crazy. I don't got no famous people in my family.
She was like, I don't got no.
I did think she was famous.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't have no famous people in my family. So
you got to think about it though. Being a video girl during those times was iconic.
It was.
Somebody had posted a clip of Big Boy's video. I Like the Way You Move. Yes, and do y'all remember the girl that was standing with him and she had the bikini on? Mm-hmm. And I didn't. Her name is Kai Toy. Of course, y'all know I Google everything. But I just remember she had these legs. You could tell she worked out in this bubble butt and this small waist. And it was like, oh my God.
Now she was the original.
She was.
That little CBD shot might have did something today.
We got 50 more minutes. I'm gonna make it through today. The devil, you will not win.
No, but for real though, the video girls did used to be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, they still be looking
No,
cute.
they don't.
Legs.
They don't.
They do be cute these days.
They be all right.
I think the problem is that everybody looks alike these days.
That's what I'm saying.
Back in the day, like, people were unique looking.
Like when I popped out that pool, I was unique looking.
Okay, bro.
I was very unique.
Oh my God. You really came up out that water talking about something.
Waking through that south side last night. Man, shout out to Zero. That's my dog. He knew talent when he saw it.
I mean, he was on to something. The funny thing is, do you really think about that type of stuff, though? Like, Zero could tell people I had Lex P in my video before she was Lex P. Like, when you get your Oscar, you could be like, I had Lex P in my video.
I promise I'm going to shout Zero out and I'll be like, yeah, Zero.
Gave me my first break.
My first big break. That was the first time I was like not on camera, but like on a professional camera.
Yeah. Facts. Shout out to the people that believed in us before we believed in ourselves.
You know what I'm saying? Humble beginnings.
Humble beginnings. Not really, though. Because it's humble beginnings being in a Zero video. Like, humble beginnings is when people be starting off in videos for, like, artists that don't have no name.
Yeah. I almost said somebody's name, but I don't want to offend people. So.
Who was you going to say? When I think of, like, humble beginnings, I think of, like...
If you were in my video.
Yeah. Like, if you had a song... You did have a song.
Did.
Lex had a song. So, like, if I would have been in Lex's music video, that would have been Humble Beginnings.
No, I was saying, like, humble beginnings, I mean, it's just like being a video girl is a humble beginning, period. It doesn't matter who video you in. That's a humble beginning.
I don't know.
No, because they talk
about Big Pimpin' don't sound that bad.
That's a humble beginning, though. Imagine if you were in Big Pimpin' video and you go off to be an Oscar award-winning actress. That's a humble beginning because you used to just be on a yacht popping pussy. You see what I'm saying? That's a humble beginning. I don't care who video it is.
You gonna be the first.
I think
because I don't think it was anybody that was in.
I think somebody did videos before.
And they won an Oscar?
Yeah. I think we'll have to look into it. I'm pretty sure we can see Viola Davis somewhere doing something.
I doubt it.
Still too.
I highly doubt.
Let me stop. I love Viola Davis.
I highly doubt that lady was still tipping anywhere.
Maybe.
Why would you say that?
I don't know because I love her so much. So I hope nobody sends that to her because it would break my heart. I would never want to offend her. I'm serious.
No, because you about to offend her.
No, I'm not. Because I said that because everybody was young once and was
what if
outside.
she was in Shake It Like a Salt Shaker?
That's what I'm saying. When you're popping, and you're perking, Yeah.
We need to stop playing with that lady like that.
Okay,
because
so
that ain't funny.
It's not funny, but it's real. People had lives before you saw them be these great people. You know what I'm saying?
But the beautiful thing about our generation is a lot of it was not documented.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the newer generation, everything on the internet.
Yeah.
Like, I lived a lot of lives. Y'all don't know about it, though.
Snapchat got it, though, for a lot of my stuff.
Snapchat do got it, for sure.
Snapchat got it. That's why I will never delete my Snapchat. It's so many good videos on there. Oh, my gosh. So, real quick, side note. So, Ellen Pompeo just did Call Her Daddy.
Oh, she did?
Yes.
Shout out to Meredith Grey.
Oh, my gosh. And it was so funny because the reason I said, like,
That's my girl.
people have lives, because she was talking about Serena and Cordell from Love Island. And she was like, oh, they're my people. Because it's like, you don't think that these people be tuned in and knowing what's going on. So that's why I said it's very possible that Viola Davis possibly did a music video. Not necessarily a rap video. It could have been jazz and blues. Classical. They have music videos.
They do?
Yes.
For jazz and blues songs?
Yes, they do.
BB King had videos?
BB King definitely had videos. I saw one.
What was he doing in the video?
Playing the flute. What is it?
He don't even play the flute. You just be lying for no reason. And you see how you be talking about you don't be lying no more. What that man was playing the flute.
BB King definitely had music videos, though. I think it was more so like...
Barry White did.
Ooh. Oh, you just keep...
Telling me
you
this,
just keep...
telling
Oh, you just keep... Oh, you just keep telling me and telling me.
I thought the record was skipping. I was like, God damn.
That's what he
No,
did
he
in
do
the
that.
song.
He do that.
Chopped and screwed, baby. And he had that good hair. Barry had that...
He had a perm.
What? And it was laid and curled tight. That was the first big fine
He had a
nigga.
relaxed.
That was the... No, but listen. Barry White was the first big nigga that was showing you big niggas. We can get bitches too. I'm telling you, he was the first big nigga that really had that swag for real. I'm telling you, you better listen what I'm talking about now.
Barry White, I mean, yeah.
Yes.
He was giving like 1970s Rick Ross.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That was before, this was before Biggie. This was before Heavy D. This was before all that shit. Oh, you just keep,
But Barry had them hits, and his wife was beautiful.
Right.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, you like that. That's why she had to turn her head. You blushing. Imagine if you open the door and your man say that. Right.
I'm gonna probably close it.
No, you not.
Turn around.
No, you not.
Because why are you saying that to me?
Oh, you just keep. Oh.
No. I'm gonna keep on walking, is what I'm gonna do.
Oh, man.
Because, excuse me.
Yeah.
You know, I've always said that I would like to date somebody that can sing.
No,
'Cause
you wouldn't.
I do. I think I would. Not sing like that.
No, I'm talking about, I think people who can sing, like, I think people who can really sing, but like haven't made it to what they want to do if they want to be singers are so annoying.
Oh, why would I date somebody who haven't made it?
Well, no, I'm saying like, say they're successful in like whatever they do, but they're not a singer, but they want everybody to know they can sing.
No, if I'm gonna date a singer, I want to date a singer.
Like a singer,
Like
okay.
somebody that actually really sings.
They're the people that be like, oh, it's your birthday, and they be like, happy birthday until, yeah. And everybody be like,
No, you right though. People who can sing,
yes!
who like never reach their full potential of singing, definitely do that all the time.
Just be like, they be humming, they be like, yeah.
They be like,
And they be
any
looking
moment
around
I
and
could
seeing
get
if anybody-
discovered because they don't know who around. They just,
yeah.
yeah, it really do be like that. But I'm not mad at it because, I mean, you could get discovered that way.
By who?
You never know if a CEO of an A or an A&R is in the room. Missed opportunity.
I'm not gonna lie. I knew people was losing the plot when we did what's the karaoke show we do? We just having fun, and it was like people in the
Poor
audience.
soul.
Poor soul. And they're not even contestants. It was like people in the audience afterwards, like walking to us, like singing. Hey, Lex, man, listen. Oh, my baby mama, I'ma make you my wife. I said, sir, I can't help you.
But you
can't
know
help
what's
you.
interesting? I feel like things like that happen to you.
I don't know
Nobody
why.
gonna walk up to me
They
singing.
100% walk up.
That's
to
because
me.
you be talking about you got that ear.
I
They
do
try-
got
They want
that
you
ear.
to plug them in.
I need to
With
hear the
people you know.
completed music.
They want you to plug them. They said she got that ear. This is my moment. This is my chance.
Moment for what?
Their moment to shine.
Okay.
This is the one time, the one chance that they gonna get to impress Lex P.
Child.
And they don't know who you know. They said, look.
I know Dre and Nicole. So
And I can't get you no deal.
exactly. Okay, let's move on. Let's get into the first topic. Go ahead, Drea.
Okay.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl XP.
And it's your girl, Dre Nicole.
And if you're a person who has been struggling with your credit like I was, I'm going to tell y'all a secret, and it's called Kickoff.
Yes, y'all. If your credit score is under 600, you can grow about 84 points within the first few months using Kickoff. I personally use Kickoff to help me get in my new apartment earlier this year, and it helped boost my score ASAP.
It doesn't matter how much money you make. If your credit is bad, you cannot do nothing with all of your money. And I got a new apartment too, and I'm telling y'all, Kickoff got me right. My credit was shot. It was so bad. Kickoff got me together. If you have under a 600 in credit, it can boost you up 84 points in a year. If y'all know anything about credit, it is so hard to get those numbers up. So 84 points in a year is literally life-changing. So all you're gonna do is go to getkickoff.com/Poor Minds. That's KIKOFF.com/Poor Minds and get your credit together. Start building credit with Kickoff today, and you can get your first month for as little as $1. That's 80% off of the normal price when you go to getkickoff.com/Poor Minds today. That's Kickoff without the C. Get KIKOFF.com/Poor Minds. Must sign up via getkickoff.com/Poor Minds to activate offer. Offer applies to new Kickoff customers first month only. Subject to approval. Offer subject to change. Average first year credit score impact of 84 plus points. Vantage score 3.0 between January 2023 and January 2024 for Kickoff credit account users who started with a score below 600, who paid on time, and who had no delinquencies or collections added to their credit profile during the period. Late payments may negatively impact your credit score. Individual results may.
Ready?
Yeah. I'm Dre Nicole.
And I'm Lex P.
And together we are Travel Queens.
From Charleston to the streets of Cartagena, we're eating good.
That's up my alley.
Drinking good.
Cheers. And experiencing the beauty of different cultures. It's gonna be fun. So we're taking you to incredible destinations with a special focus on the Black experience.
Two queens, one globe, endless possibilities. Travel Queens, series premiere Wednesday, April 23rd at 8 on BET.
First topic. This has kind of been trending on social media. So we were like, cool, let's talk about it. Do y'all think that it's okay for parents to have their children pay bills while they're still living in their house? Like if you get your first job and you finally making some income, is it okay for your parents to give you the responsibility of paying a bill? Do you feel like it actually teaches the child responsibility? Or do you think that it's some bullshit?
So,
Because, yeah, I know what I think.
I feel like when you get a job, I do believe it's your parents' responsibility to teach you the value of a dollar and how to manage your money. Because I'm not gonna lie, my mom did not do that for me. So when I had a job, I've been working since I was 15. She used to just let me have whatever and do whatever with my paycheck. She paid my phone bill, of course, everything. I never had to pay any bills. I didn't pay all of my bills 100% by myself until I moved to Atlanta. Because even when I was in college, my mom was paying half of my rent. She was paying my cell phone bill, all of that stuff. So while that did help me as far as I didn't have to stress about work so much because I was able to still have that college experience and stuff, it didn't teach me what I really needed to know about managing money.
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't necessarily think you need to put that pressure on a child to pay a bill, but I think you need to show them how to save money. Okay, you know what? Let me teach you about this. Put half of your paycheck right here or 30% of your paycheck. Teach them money management. Don't just let your kids take their paycheck and just do whatever with it. So I don't think necessarily they should be paying bills, but I think they need to learn about money management.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely think that it's more so, to me, you should be teaching your children how to save, how to invest.
Right.
Like, make them accountable for, okay, you get a paycheck every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks when you get paid, you need to put $500 into a stock account.
Right.
Because in 10 years, it's going to be quadruple that amount that you put in there, that you invested in there. Like, teach them the importance of things like that. But I just think asking your child to pay a bill is giving you short on the rent money.
Yeah.
And I don't like that, because I feel like children are supposed to be brought into the world because you want the child to be here. I just think putting responsibilities like that on them, sometimes in a lot of ways, I think parents try to use their children to help them overcome struggles and stuff that they have going on. Just like when parents be using their kids' social security numbers to put bills in their name and stuff like that. Oh, because I couldn't get it in my name, now I'm going to put it in my child name. And then when your child turn 18 and they're trying to get their first credit card or get their first apartment or whatever the case may be, they credit is shot and they can't get shit in their name because you fucked they shit up.
Yeah.
I think that that's fucked up. And I think, unfortunately, especially in the Black community, a lot of parents do that and they try to play it off as, oh, I'm trying to teach you responsibility by getting you to pay the light bill. Bitch, no, this is your light. This is the lights in your home. I live here because you birthed me. I didn't ask to be here. Why should I have to pay a light bill? You know what I mean? I do feel like you're right as far as not fucking your money off every week, because my mom definitely, when I got a job, her and my dad, they didn't make me pay no bills. So I definitely just used to do what I wanted with my money too. And I feel like it didn't teach me any type of responsibility. It's other ways that you could teach your children responsibility when it comes to their money outside of having them pay your household bills for you.
So how do y'all feel about when that child turns 18 though, and they're still in their parents' home? Do you think they should be helping then? If they're if they're out of high school, and if they're in college or not in college, if they're 18, they're out of high school, and now they're technically an adult, and they're still in their parents' house, should they be helping with the bills?
I think it depends on the circumstance. Like, what are you doing? Are you working? Are you trying to figure out what you want to do with your life? Are you in school? If you're in school, I'm not going to ask you to pay for anything. But if you think you just about to be in my house with no plan, doing nothing, then yeah, you going to have to contribute some kind of way because you're grown now.
Right.
And living here, having to help pay a bill is better than you having to go get your own apartment and pay for everything. But if you have a plan, you in school, you going to a trade school, you trying to figure out what you want to do with your life, I'm not going to make you pay for anything because you're trying to figure it out, and life is hard enough.
Right.
What you think, Ty?
Yeah, I was gonna say I agree. I feel like if I'm in college and I'm just coming home on holidays, maybe the summer, maybe it's my responsibility to get a job so I can pay for gas or help around the house. But having a bill for that child, I think you should just be able to set them up so that they're able to save their money. Again, to your point, making sure they know what to do with it, how to save it, but not necessarily putting things in their name and having these big grown-up responsibilities until it's that time. Now, if you're living there 365 all year, you're not going to school, you need to get a job and you need to definitely be helping out around here.
So I do think, too, it's crazy because I always regret not paying attention. In school, I had a teacher. It was, I think, my geography teacher. He took one, not semester, but like a 6-week period. We didn't learn any geography. He took that whole 6-week period to teach us about stocks. And I remember none of us were paying attention. We were just like, why do we need to learn this? And I feel as an adult, as 35 years old now, I'm thinking back to my 16-year-old self. I'm like, girl, why you didn't listen? Because imagine if I would have listened and just took a little $50 from my paycheck and figured out how to, oh, Mom, can I do this? But again, my mom didn't know about, stocks and bonds and things like that. So I think a lot of the time, we need to switch up the curriculum in the schooars. Sure. I think there's a lot of things like why, and I think I've said this before, why am I learning about credit when I turn 18? Why are kids learning that their credit is shot because this and that happened to them? They don't even know nothing about credit. Why don't we know how to purchase properties? These are all life skills that we need to learn. We should know about taxes, stocks and bonds. We should learn about all this stuff, like skills that we're actually gonna need as adults. So unfortunately, in the Black community, I feel like they can only teach us so much because a lot of financial illiteracy in our community. Because unfortunately, my mom didn't teach me these things because she probably really didn't know. My mom was fortunate enough to have an amazing job, so she made a lot of money. And when my dad passed, he left her a lot of money, so she was just not lucky, but that's the cards that she was dealt. So we were always just taken care of. But if my mom would have something would have happened and she would have lost her job or something like that, she probably would have known what to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I feel like we really have to teach our youth about managing money because a lot of times their parents don't know and they do need the help. I'm not saying that it's right or that it's wrong, but that's why it's like we don't know nothing about generational wealth. You know, you see us having these conversations about 50-50. Why are we talking about 50-50 when we need to talk about how can we pass this on to our kids and we can build something together? Y'all talking about splitting rent. Who cares who pays the bills, bruh? Let's get the bills paid, but let's invest in something. Let's save something. Who cares? All these conversations are so silly. And even us, we have indulged in these conversations before. But like I said, as I get older, I realize there is a bigger picture here that we are all missing. If your purpose is telling your child, hey, pay the light bill because you don't got it, that's different from, hey, put it on this light bill because I'm trying to show you, or, you know, whatever the case may be. So I feel like no matter what you're doing with that money.
Yeah, because then I was going to say, or maybe you could be telling them that, but then the whole time you're creating an account for them. And then when they turn 18 or when they turn 21, you're giving the money back to them.
Right.
But the purpose was to teach them responsibility.
Exactly.
But I just think, using the money to pay your bills as a parent, that's just
crazy.
Wild to me. But do y'all think that a lot of parents do that to try to teach their children like teamwork and family responsibility?
Now, I do think, you know, things are different because like I said, financially right now, we are in a very, very tough economy. And, you know, if you do have a household, if you have like, you know, a single mom or a single dad and you have a child that's 16, 17 and they are working, you know, even if they're only taking $200 from the kid, that probably would help, you know, if that is somebody who's not making a lot of money. So I think it could be a good lesson in that as well, to learn how to contribute and not just being for self. But like I said, it's a very thin line with that. It's a very fucking thin line. Because I am all for community and helping each other, but I'm also not for a 16-year-old stressing themselves out to pay bills.
That's what I was going to say. I just feel like as a teenager, why am I responsible for the family?
Right. Yeah. Right.
You know, and unfortunately, that kind of goes back into what I was saying earlier. I really wish it's kind of off topic, but I feel like sometimes people be having children to help them help with other kids and help them help with like family responsibilities and stuff. That shouldn't be the reason why you having a child and bringing a child into this world.
Right.
It's to help you with where you're lacking.
And I think that's what a lot that we're missing in the Black community. I feel like that's why we need family units again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We used to have neighborhoods where neighbors helping, everybody pitching in, you know, like it takes a village. We don't have villages no more.
Yeah.
You know how many times I get online and I see a woman or a man crying because they don't have any help? Like, what happened to community? Like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Growing up in my neighborhood, my mom sometimes would have to leave for work, but our neighbors were right there and they'd be like, hey, if y'all need anything, come over. And they would come over, knock on the door, y'all good? You know, they would order pizza for us, make sure we straight. But it was a neighborhood. Like, everybody knew each other. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it was really taking a village. Like, even now, our neighbor, because like, you know, my mom has passed away. So my neighbors on the other side, they have literally turned their camera to my mom's house just to make sure nobody breaks in the house or no, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, they're like, okay, we making sure that nobody comes in the house since nobody's there anymore. Right. So I feel like that sense of neighborhood, of helping each other out is very important. But that's why a lot of these parents are relying on their kids because people don't help folks out no more. It's a lot of shame. It's a lot of shame of, well, you didn't do good in life and you're only making minimum wage and you know, it's a lot of shame in that too. So I think it's a lot.
Yeah, but I just feel like if you don't know how to handle your money, you need to learn how to handle your money. You don't need to put the responsibility off on other people. Because I feel like if you're putting the responsibility off on other people to help you every time you get in a bind, where is the lesson being learned as an adult, as a grown up adult, as a parent? If you are always counting on other people to help you, you're never going to learn the importance of saving, investing, all of these things yourself, or just not living above your means. Yeah. I hate to say stuff like this because I feel like it's a little bit harsh, but like back in the day, people was having 13 kids, 14 kids because the cost of living was cheap as hell. Like, no, literally, the cost of living was so fucking cheap. Like, you could literally feed a family of 10. You can go get some steaks for like $20 and they will feed a family of 10 for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just not how things are anymore. So I feel like also, if you can't afford to take care of all of these kids, why are you having all of these kids?
And that's a sensitive topic too.
It is, and I understand that it is, but like even I'm just looking at it from a standpoint of like my mom, like I said, my parents didn't make me pay any bills when I got a job. My money was just for me. They still paid my car note. They still paid my cell phone bill. I think I did start paying my cell phone bill like my senior year of high school. But my parents paid all of my bills. But my mom said the reason that she wanted to be that way with me is because her dad was not that way with them. My grandfather, he actually owned a whole bunch of restaurants in Houston back in the day, like in like the 70s, 60s and 70s and 80s. And of course, my mom and all her siblings would work at the restaurants. And she basically was telling me like he didn't used to pay them. And when he did, used to pay them, like, and they used to work part-time hours, 20 hours, 30 hours a week. He didn't used to pay them because he felt like y'all my kids.
Oh.
Of course, y'all gonna work here.
Oh, no.
And then when he did pay them, my mom said they used to have to help him pay the bills. And so as soon as all of them turned 18, they hauled ass and got the hell up out their house. They didn't want to stay there no more because it's like,
That's crazy.
yeah, because it's crazy. And I said that to say, but my mom also had a big family. Like it was like 6 of them. So all together in the household, them and my grandparents, that's 8 people. Why you had 6 kids and you couldn't take care of them?
Yeah.
I just kind of be looking at stuff like that too, because it's not your children's responsibility. Like you decided to start these restaurants, and I love my granddaddy, R.I.P.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean he died at an old age though. Like
okay.
he didn't die young. He was like 85 or 86.
Okay.
But I loved my granddaddy. He was super sweet. But from what my mom, to me, but from what my mom used to tell me, he was something else when they was like growing up. And I just think that that is a crazy responsibility to put off on your children. I started these businesses. These businesses are not flourishing the way that I would like them to, or I can't afford to hire the appropriate help. So I'm just gonna have my kids work here and not pay them.
I also think too, now we also have access to a lot of knowledge that we weren't able to know about when your mom was younger and growing
Right.
up. There's a lot of information. You know, there used to be this saying, and I don't want to offend anybody, but it was real. They was like, if this is a black community, black people talking to other black people, they're like, if you want to hide something from black people, put it in the book. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew like we would just go off of whatever and just believe whatever people told us. But
Which is crazy, because at one point, we used to love to read because we couldn't. Like, it was forbidden.
Right. So I think now the fact that we have access to, I mean, there's so many young women, young men on the internet that literally teach you, hey, if you only have X, Y, Z to invest or save, let me show you how to do it. Let me show you how to make your money grow. That's how I started saving my money. Like, when I started making money, I said, I don't want to lose this money. So what happens if, you know, knock on wood, poor minds falls apart? How can I make sure if I have no income coming in that I can last for at least a year or two and be straight? I got on YouTube. You know, I did some research. I talked to people. So the fact that we have access to things, so I know a lot of y'all listening like, okay, but, you know, if I'm, you know, working from paycheck to paycheck, I do understand that. But coming from somebody who was working from paycheck to paycheck and I figured it out, and even though I had $3, I did, but I was learning how to take my money and invest the little bit of money I did have into my business. And taking little things here and there. There are small things that you can do, but we have access to so much information, y'all. We really, really do. And I truly believe that we are now in the day and age where anything has always been possible, but today, anything is possible. You have people online who are learning how to do digital marketing who don't know nothing about a computer, but they just sat there and figured it out. You got people who do day trading who didn't know how to do it, but they figured it out. And they're literally, you know, making $1,000 a day, figuring all that stuff out. So I think if you have the time and the patience and you really are thirsty for knowledge, you can do better for your household to create something that's long lasting. Because one thing my mom said to me, though, she always said, I didn't do everything right, but I'm gonna make sure you get it right. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I always tell people. Look, Lex P went through that, so you ain't got to go through that.
Yeah.
So I don't think you should make your kids pay bills.
I don't think so either. And I think, like, if you are going through a financial hardship or you going through something and you do have to ask your kids to help you with something, that's understandable. Because it's like, if it's between the lights getting turned off, or you asking your kid, can you please help me pay this bill? That's fine. But I feel like you should definitely get him back the money.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
When you get back on your feet. You should get them their $200 back.
Damn.
Or they $300 back. And I was just gonna say, I know that is a touchy subject when we start talking about like how many kids people are having and stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm just a very strong advocate for children are not, your child is not supposed to come into this world and be responsible for you. Or live a life of struggle.
No, and I said that because I know it's a sensitive subject, but I agree with you.
Yeah.
Because I remember one time your best friend Lynn had tweeted something.
Oh.
I'm not going to repeat what it was.
Yeah.
But
Lynn is crazy.
But, I mean, everybody was just eating her up. And I'm like, why are y'all booing her? She's right.
Yeah.
I feel like if you are not comfortable yourself and you are waking up and you are crying and you are struggling, why would you want to bring a child into that?
Yeah. I just don't understand.
I'm not saying that you got to be a millionaire.
Right.
But if you at least have a community around you, I mean, things happen, accidents happen. I'm not saying that. And I just think that we should be careful.
I mean, because this is a thing too. Like you said, sometimes things happen. And I can understand, okay, you get pregnant. You like, I'm pregnant. I love the person that I'm with. I'm going to have this baby. Having 5, though, is a choice when your situation haven't changed. Right. Having 1, okay, I get it. Having 5, though, and you still in the same situation and you still struggling, I just feel like that's like a choice. And then when your children get old enough to work, you're expecting them to contribute to the household. Like, no, that's just never going to sit right with my spirit. And I don't really care who it offends.
Right. And that's why I said, speaking of...
Because don't do your kids like that.
Getting pregnant and stuff like that in the Black community, I want y'all, before y'all be eating us up, just stay tuned to the bed topic today, because I'm going to tell y'all why y'all are worried about the wrong things. But we going to get back to that later. So, all in all, I think we all agree.
Yeah.
Teach your kids money management, but stop making them pay your bills.
Absolutely.
That's trifling.
Absolutely.
Okay? All right, Todd, what we drinking today?
Okay, so this is our solo episode. You know, we've had a lot of guests recently.
Woo!
We're going to call this one The Girl's Girl, all right? Because we bonding in here, all right? So for this one, you can do any spirit of choice. You can keep it a mocktail or make it into a cocktail. I've added some passion fruit. We have a little bit of grapefruit, a little bit of lemon. I made a basil honey, a little bit of ginger beer, and then I used honey mango. So it's really good. It was a little bit tart. I don't know if it wasn't ripe enough.
It's good.
But it was really good. I really thought y'all would like it because it has that tartness to it. And I think it goes really well with the passion fruit and the grapefruit too.
This mango is juicy as hell.
Yes, that's the honey mango. So that's the garnish. The honey mango is garnished, and then a little bit of basil in there just to give it a little color to it. So.
Oh,
this is good, but I see what you mean.
Oh, you just keep.
I see what you mean by the tartness, though. My eyes was over here like, it's good, though.
That is delicious.
So we're going to play with that a little bit more. But
I like that.
This is The Girl's Girl.
Oh, thank you, Ty.
Of course.
Real tasty.
I think I might do another little CBD shot.
Yes,
I'm feeling
ma'am.
frisky.
I know, you was cursing a lot.
I was.
You was like, cause motherfuckers, cause fuck that. Cause the fucking motherfucker when the fucking it fucked. And it got fucked.
I said
on the fucking the fuck.
Bobby about to have to be like bleep, 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 bleep.
I'm sorry, Bobby. I'm sorry.
And I didn't realize that I had such a potty mouth.
You couldn't wait.
The episode.
You been cutting
Normally I be trying to wait until like the 5 minutes pass.
You couldn't wait to.
And I really been working.
It was that Bubba Sparxxx.
Booty. Oh, I was supposed to say booty park.
College Park, Booty Park.
Booty Park. That's what Atlanta is, low key.
It is the Booty Park. It's this lady that walks around Midtown.
Okay.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Maybe.
She got the biggest wagon I have ever seen, and she be walking fast.
Where does she be going?
So she's usually around like the Target area.
She's talking about me.
Yvette said, it's me.
It's surprise.
She be walking around like the Target area. And I mean, that thing is and she be walking fast. Mm-hmm. And she walks really fast. She has headphones on. She's always in like a t-shirt, some, workout pants. I see her
that's right.
all the time. And that booty is just so rotund.
I love a rotund booty.
It's so rotund. But
I
yeah.
like that.
Yep.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to Yvette.
Shout out to the thick queen in Midtown. Not shout out to Yvette.
I'm
Yvette said it's me, surprise.
weak. Oh my
Remember
goodness.
Young Jock said that on his song?
What?
It's me, surprise. Why did he say that? Do you ever just be listening to songs sometimes?
Again, it's me.
Surprise.
Jock's first album was a masterpiece, and he was robbed of the Grammys he deserved.
No, he definitely deserved some Grammys for that. It was definitely a masterpiece. I done that. Knock the
pussy
out. I be trying to knock the out.
Yeah.
We gotta stop cussing so much. We never gonna become legit.
Media moguls.
We never gonna become legit.
Yes, we are.
We say nigga and pussy too much.
Oh my gosh, we
And
are
bussy.
trying to cross over
And
to the other
bussy, but that be Lex saying bussy.
Bussy is a crossover word, though.
I don't
They
say
use that
bussy.
in the other community because, we say we're trying to bring in the Latinas, the whites, the Indians. We want everybody to tune in. Bussy is a universal word. That is in the LGBTQ community. They all use it.
I say bussy occasionally, like when it's fitting for the topic. You just be saying bussy just to say bussy. I think you like the way it roll off your lips.
Bussy is mine.
Oh,
Remember that song by Miguel?
It's like, I'm not mad at it because I know what it represents. And no, Miguel didn't say bussy. He said, tell me that pussy is mine.
That P word is not universal, though.
I like the P word. Some people don't like it.
I don't like it.
I like it. Pussy. That pussy real good.
A hit.
Pussy, not that
Aww.
pussy. Shout out to Jackie, yo. But,
It's
yeah, I don't know. Bussy.
universal.
I understand what it represents, and I'm glad that they have a word to represent what they needed to represent.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it, though.
I do.
Bussy, it reminds me too much of budussy.
Mm-hmm.
But
And then so when I think of budussy, I think of something that stinks.
mm-hmm.
And I know all bussies don't stink.
No, all bussies don't.
I know all bussies
How
don't
do you
stink.
know? Have you ever smelled a bussy?
I smell my bussy.
Hmm.
Everyone has a bussy. If you
I do.
using it for that purpose.
I mean, I do have. I'm saying.
Look at talk about.
Have you ever smelled somebody else's bussy?
Perhaps.
Never mind. I don't know why I asked that.
It was
All right.
it was a girl.
I don't care if it was a girl, a burl.
I feel like I had to clarify.
I'm just.
It was not a burl. I've never slept with a burl.
Oh my gosh. Who do we call burl on our show?
Roll it up, Kay.
Roll it up, Kay. Come back on the show. That's my burl.
I can say I've never slept with a burl, a shim.
I think shim is actually offensive.
You think so?
I think like burl is cute and funny, but I think that one is like, because people use that to be offensive.
Really?
Cis women and cis men.
See, I didn't think that, so I apologize if that's an offensive word or a derogatory.
I don't know if I just made that up as well.
Okay. See, you got me apologizing and you don't even know.
I just didn't know if you had it in you.
No, because I said that, yeah, I don't mind apologizing because I don't want to offend anybody. But I said it because when I think of shim, I just think of like she and him mixed together.
Mhm.
Just
Like
like
boy and
girl
girl.
is boy and girl mixed together. It's
But
the
I feel
same.
like I'm not trying to be funny. I feel like I seen a comment or something that somebody said it was offensive, but I don't know if that person was offended or it was offending the community, you know?
Got it. Well,
I
I'm
think
sorry.
it's like a difference with like the ER and the A.
Mm-hmm. You know, and that bothers me too because people love to think that word is universal, and it is indeed not.
What, A or ER?
Both of
One.
them.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be saying none of them if you look like this.
You know I love a good.
Yeah. Why are you saying it?
They want to say it bad too. Real bad.
And that might even go for some of our mulatto brothers and sisters. Y'all should not say it either because if we can't look at you and tell, you just shouldn't say it. You should just not say it.
Wow.
Keep it to your
Our mulatto brothers and sisters. You know, I agree.
Because I feel like if I have to look at you and be like,
Are you sure you can say that?
just don't say it. Don't say it.
Yeah, it's but you know what? I'm getting to that age where I
Where?
feel like I don't know, like I am trying to really remove it from my vocabulary.
Me too. That's why I was saying I really I can't wait till the day that we just don't say that word anymore on the show.
Because you know what's
We've
actually
already
harder?
said it like 4 times.
I know,
today,
but you know what's actually harder for me not to say now? It's
What?
not the A, it's the ER.
No, because you have a problem.
I do.
Because I've never used the hard ER.
I do. I use it a lot. You know, that's me and Lauren.
It's too traumatizing.
You know, that's me and Lauren's nickname for each other.
I know. Hey, little. Yeah, y'all be calling each other that. Y'all are so weird. you and Lauren are so strange for that.
When we answer the phone around other people, they be like, she'd be like, bitch. I don't know. I think I just felt like I took the power back.
You didn't take the power back, though.
Okay,
like, I feel like
I'm
that
gonna
is
stop,
just
though.
so offensive to our ancestors. They fought so hard for us to not be called
No,
that
they
anymore.
fought hard for our freedom to do what we want and to live on this
And
earth
to not
as we
be
want to
called
live.
that anymore.
But I took I'm not letting nobody else call me that. I'm letting my moolah.
What you gonna do if they do? They gonna start laughing at your ass because ain't nobody gonna be scared. You gonna tap your feet like that.
It's gonna distract them. What's up, boy, nigga?
I hope you still off on them while you doing that, because that is a good distraction.
I know.
I'm gonna be like, what the?
Lit.
Imagine somebody doing that and you looking down at them and then they just still off on you.
That's the thing, though. I'm doing that. One of y'all finna come from the side.
Who is y'all? I'm not coming from the side and doing that.
You ain't no rider, dog.
They called you that. If anything, I'm gonna tap my feet.
So you
I'm gonna be the distraction.
If somebody called me the N-word, you wouldn't get out there with me?
I would tap my feet while you come from the side.
Okay. Either way, we in this together.
Then once you got them down, once you knock them down, then I'll probably
We gotta
feel
do it
off
together.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta stomp on them together. I'm telling you, it's
I'll
gonna
help you
work.
out. I got your back.
That's what I'm saying. We gotta have each other back.
But then afterwards, I will give you a lashing.
Now that's
I would
racist.
give you. Dr. Umar say that 1,000 lashes. I would give you 1,000 lashes
For
after
what?
because you be saying it. That's why they probably thought they could say
They
it.
ain't
to
never
you.
heard me say
You done said it on Poor Minds. You have said the hard ER. I will go find the clip.
Don't y'all go
And I'm
find
gonna
that
get Javi
clip.
to insert it. Javi insert it
No,
right
because
here.
we gonna get flagged and we not gonna get paid.
Bleep the ER, but insert it right here.
Okay, let's
This
move
show is sponsored by BetterHelp.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl XP.
And it's your girl, Dre Nicole.
And y'all know we swear by this and we absolutely love therapy. And this is your sign to sign up for therapy at BetterHelp.com.
Yes, y'all, it is Mental Health Awareness Month. So you need to go to therapy. A recent survey that 26% of Americans did said that they have not seeked out therapy. That is so crazy. Y'all, go to therapy, especially with BetterHelp. It's no excuse. It's really affordable. It's easy to access. And if you need to change therapists, they make it easy to do it. And you can access it from wherever you are.
Yes, it's entirely online. So all you're going to do is go to BetterHelp.com/PoorMinds and you'll get 10% off of your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/PoorMinds. We're all better with help. Visit BetterHelp.com/PoorMinds to get 10% off of your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/PoorMinds. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, XP.
And it's your girl, Dre Nicole.
And we have a very exciting announcement today. We have a brand new show dropping.
Yeah, so we have a brand new show dropping, y'all, on Patreon. It's going to air on September 2nd, and it's called Poor Chronicles. We're going to be doing so much stuff on there. We're going to be doing challenges. If you can't go to Bella Noche, where the hell could you go?
If you can't go to Bella Noche, where the hell can you go?
We're going to be doing talk to me, chit chat with me. We're going to be spilling a little tea.
Oh my God. No, you didn't. Oh my God.
Everything y'all been wanting to see, we're going to be doing it right here on Patreon.
Yes, y'all ask us for so much. Well, we finna give it to y'all every single Monday. And it's gonna be a time. Y'all know Poor Minds has grown into its own little entity. Well, we gonna have a lot of fun still over here at Poor Chronicles. So make sure y'all tune in September 2nd. It's going down.
Stay tuned.
Having your friends back and fighting with your friends. We want to talk about constantly being your friend's therapist while they're in a toxic relationship.
Ooh, please pass the mic.
You don't like
Tomato.
that? You don't like that?
No. After a while, no. In the beginning, yes. For sure. Everybody need a soundboard. Everybody needs somebody to vent to. Everybody needs somebody to talk to. But after a while, though, if you are still in a toxic situation or you're complaining about this person all the time, but you don't want to leave, especially if it's not like
I don't want to leave bitty bitty, leave bitty bitty.
That was good.
I felt it.
Because what made him go in the studio that day
and I'll be back to hold you down?
But what made him say, libbity-bitty,
he thought he ate. Trey Songz.
Libbity-bitty.
Look at me. My
libbity-bitty is crazy.
Feet are on your neck for the rest of your life, Hoen. It's not good. It's never been good.
Libbity-bitty is crazy.
Libbity-bitty.
And when we really think about it, and maybe we'll get into this for the bop segment, but Trey Songz, you done said a few questionable things.
Oh, we gonna get into that. But anyway, if you don't want to leave, but
if you don't want to leave, the situation, especially if it's not like DV, I don't want to hear about it. Because I can understand when women be in domestic abuse and violent situations where they be afraid for their lives to leave. That's completely different. That's not what we talking about.
Right.
I'm talking about you just being a stupid bitch.
Okay.
And you just want to talk to me about it all the time. After a year or two that you've been with this person. I have ran out of my capacity to listen. I truly have. And I feel like for some people, that's probably going to sound a little harsh. Yeah. But I think that these days, that's what we have therapists for.
Right.
You should go talk to your therapist because as a friend, and I feel like Lex can attest to this, you can come and talk to me about stuff and I'm going to try to not be judgmental. So I'm going to listen to what you have to say. I'm not going to tell you what.
You said I'm going to try.
Because I am. Because sometimes when it comes to niggas, damn, shit, I said it again. When it comes to these men, I'm not going to lie, when it comes to situations with my friends with men, this is what I will say. I do feel like you can come and talk to me about whatever and I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to just listen to you. I'm going to hear you out. And unless you ask me for my opinion, that's the only time I'm going to just give you my opinion or tell you what I think you should do.
Right.
But after a certain period of time, I just don't want to hear the shit no more because I am that type of friend who I'm just going to let you vent to me. I'm going to let you talk to me. I'm not going to give you my unbiased opinion for no reason. So after a while, especially if you ask me and I tell you, friend, I don't really think this is the best situation for you. I don't really feel like the love and the energy is being reciprocated by him. What you giving into the relationship is not what you getting back out of it. And if I tell you that stuff and then you still choose to stay and you steady keep coming back to me, talking to me about the same stuff, I just don't got the energy no more.
Right.
Talk to your therapist.
So I 100% understand where you're coming from because it does get aggravating. But I'm a little bit on the opposite end. I think you know that about me. I don't give a damn how many times you take the man back. Sometimes people have to keep going back till they're tired. And you're going to keep going back until you get tired. So I'm the friend that's like, I'm going to listen and I'm going to be here. But I will say, I'm not the friend I'm just going to be a listening ear. I'm finna tell you how bad he sucks. I don't like him. I'm going to give you my opinion, whether you asked for it or not.
And see, I try not to tell you how bad he sucks.
I'm finna eat him up every time. Now, there are two situations that I don't play with. There's two things this is when I get mad because you have to cut him off and it's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. If he put his hands on you and if he have a baby on you. Those are two things that I'm not tolerating that for any of my friends. Now, if it's like a cheating situation or, he's not being as attentive, the other relationship problems, which are as bad too, like, I can handle you talking to me about that over and over again. And I'm be like, hey, look, what we doing today? How we feeling today? Are we crying today? Are we sad today? Are we happy today? Let me be here in any capacity that I can. But I will say, now I am a vocal person. Hey, friend, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going through something today. I'm having a day. I can't take that today. I don't have the capacity to listen to this today. But my friends know that about me. So they're like, okay, friend, I understand. I'll call you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? my friends know my boundaries. So, hey, Lex, you good? Can you talk? I got this going on. Oh, yeah. What's up? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, now if this man done had a baby on you or he done put his hands on you, oh yeah, you getting them lashings.
You gonna get them fucking lashings if you talking to me about a cheating man too. I don't want to hear you talking to me about a man that I don't care that he not putting his hands on you. I don't care that he didn't go have a baby on you. He keep cheating on you and you think you about to keep calling me, talking to me about it? Absolutely not. Are you slow?
But I will say, my friends gonna get tired of talking to me about it because I'm not finna be like, girl, I hear you. But I'm finna be like, you're dumb.
But that's the thing too. I feel like that's fair to say eventually people will get tired. Sometimes people just don't get tired. That's when you have to just draw the line of, I'm not listening to it anymore. I don't want to. I'm here for you. Like, you know what I mean? If you need me or if you decide to break up with him.
Right.
And you need somebody to be there for you, cool. But I just don't want to hear you calling me, telling me about the same thing this man keep doing to you over and over and over, and you won't leave when you have free will.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a safe space, but I'm not.
I'm not either. Not like that. Because I'm just not gonna talk. We not about to, I'm gonna let you know. Sis.
This ain't it.
We not about to talk. We not about to keep talking about these.
I'll say this. I'm a safe space
ain't about
as far
to be
as
ruining my day.
I'm not finna tell your business, but I'm not a safe space if you think you're finna vent to me and I'm not gonna have an opinion. Like, you do a good job of like
not having an opinion.
Not having an opinion and just listening. I'm not finna do that. I'm finna tell you you're better than this, and I can't believe that you're actually dealing with this ain't shit man.
Until though. Don't forget the until.
Until what?
I do a good job of doing that until I don't want to hear the shit no more.
Right.
Like, after a while, I definitely get to a point where I just be having to tell my friends, like, give them my unsolicited opinion. If you have been talking to me about this man for 7 months, a year, and it been the same stuff, I'm gonna be like, okay. Because I can even give people grace. I feel like you can give your friend grace with talking to you about a situation for like a good 6 months.
Okay.
Maybe even the first year.
Okay.
But then if after a year...
A year is a long time. I didn't know we were talking about this territory.
What you mean? Like territorial boy?
A year? I'm thinking
But what are you talking about, though? Are you talking about like...
Like, say, okay, for example, say it's a man who's cheating.
Oh, you ain't about to talk to me about that for a month.
Oh, a month. So you have a month you can talk to.
I'm playing. Maybe not a month, but I just don't... Staying with somebody that's cheating on you is a choice.
Right, of course.
Especially, like I said, if you're not in an abusive relationship, you're choosing to stay there. You could go find you a man that's faithful. I just don't really have the capacity to hear you complain about this man when you are not leaving or you are not setting any boundaries and it's not no changes being made on his behalf. I'll just be wanting better for my friends. And I think sometimes that can come off judgmental. Yeah. And that's okay. I'm cool with looking judgy if that's the reason why I look judgy to you, because I want you to do better.
I think the thing is, it takes some people longer to walk away than it does others. But I will say this, for me...
I really be trying to take this like it's
I
tequila.
think that one thing that I worked on in these past 3 years... We have to learn to find this happiness within. This is the problem. I'm going to ruffle some feathers with this one. When you have low self-esteem and not a lot of confidence about yourself, you stay in situations that are bad for your mental health. Now, if you're in a situation and a man is cheating or maybe he's not taking you on dates, whatever the issue is, if you don't feel like it's taking a toll on you and you're like, okay, I'm trying to figure it out, then cool. But if you're crying every night, your confidence is shot, you're losing your sparkle, you're losing your glow, you need to look within because your confidence is tied into this person. If you had confidence about yourself, you would be okay with walking away. Absolutely. If you are this amazing woman that you know that you are, that you truly believe that you are, you would be okay with walking away. And I'm not talking shit. That's something that I had to learn. Not in this last relationship I was in, but the one before that.
Right.
I stayed in that because I let this person break me down to where I felt like, I have to, because nobody else is going to want me. And I let that person do that to me. You know what I'm saying?
Billions of people in the world. It's always somebody else who's gonna want you.
Especially if you, I'm really her.
Period.
Unfortunately for these men, I'm really her. So walking away from a situation is really not that hard for me anymore. So I know all the ladies and all my friends are not there. So that's why I say I do have a little patience because I was that girl before. So I think I have a little bit more patience for it. But I will say, you're not finna get oh, I understand. Oh, yes. Well, no, you finna get it, bitch. You're finna get it.
But you and your friends are all like that, I feel, I can honestly say. Because when you be because it's been times where you have told me stuff that they have said to you about people that you dated and stuff, and it made me mad.
Yeah,
remember?
yeah.
Because I just be like, they don't need to tell you that all the time. Because I do feel like that. I feel like if you know somebody is going through a messed up situation, you don't need to keep throwing it in their face that they're stupid.
Right.
Or that they need to leave this man alone.
I needed that though. I did.
Did you?
Yes.
But I felt like
I'm not a tough love person, but my heart is so big, and you know me. I will give anybody the shirt off my fucking back. And sometimes it's like, hey, Lex, this person is using you. This is not good for you. Wake the fuck up.
But it's different when I think people don't know. Like, you really have women out here that are just naive and stupid. You not naive and stupid.
Yeah.
You knew. And I always knew you knew that that particular person wasn't shit. And like, you could do better than him.
Yeah.
You knew that because it would be times where you would be venting to me about him and I wouldn't even have to say nothing and you would say it.
Yeah.
So I feel like you knew. You don't need me pounding on you like, Lex, yeah, he ain't shit and you stupid for staying with him.
Right.
I would rather just tell you, don't talk to me about it. Go talk to somebody else.
You know what's crazy? I'm so aware of myself now that you say that. Therapy is getting harder for me because my therapist really can't tell me. She's like, you already know.
And also, too, sidebar, and this is not to try to be shady, but it was always also giving pot meets kettle.
What?
When you would tell me.
Oh, yeah.
The stuff that some people would tell you. It'd be like, and because that's the thing for me, too. I can say this is a problem I have. Can't nobody come tell me what the fuck I need to do when I'm looking at what you do. And what you doing is not any better than what I'm doing. But why should I take your advice? Because look at who you are dealing with.
Right. I think, but it's easier on the outside looking in. That's why I say I don't care what you got going on. Sometimes I know I need to hear that. For me. That's what I need to hear. Like, you have done everything you could do, girl. Walk away. This person is not good for you. Because honestly, in that situation, because it was around the time my mom passed, if I didn't have them beating it into my head like that, it could have went somewhere where it didn't need to go. You know what I'm saying? Because of the mental state I was in. That's what I'm saying. So I think for me, though, I'm just such a different person now.
What you was about to say about therapy?
But in therapy is getting harder for me because I'm so emotionally aware of who I am. So half the time when I'm talking to my therapist, I'm like, 'cause this and I know and I needed it. But if I did this, she's like, I can't tell you anything because you already know what to do.
That's how my therapist be with me too. It really just be me talking the whole time because she be like, well,
she's like,
you already know.
Because she's telling me, she's like, look at the progress you've made because it used to be like, oh, and I don't know what to do. She's like, you have the answers. Do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now my therapy sessions is really just be me talking.
Me too.
Like I'm really just like, I have to say things out loud, but I've become so emotionally intelligent. And I think that's what it takes too. Confidence, emotional intelligence. But I'm not gonna lie, I am that friend. We here. I'm gonna be here until you ready to walk away. Whenever you ready to move, let's move. If he hitting you and if he had a baby on you, we moving right now. But if it's other situations, I am that friend. I'll be a listening ear.
Yeah, I'm going to be here. You could talk to me about, I get it. No relationship is perfect. Like, everybody is going to go through stuff in their relationship. I done been through stuff in my relationships. I understand that people need to talk to somebody, but it's just certain things. Like, you're not about to keep talking to me about no cheating ass man.
Right.
I'm sorry. Like, if y'all having misunderstandings or disagreements about things that y'all both want for y'all future, or even if y'all living together and y'all having miscommunication, or you hate that he don't never be washing his clothes or throwing his clothes on the side of the dirty clothes hamper instead of putting them in there, and now y'all into it and y'all haven't talked for a week. Like, I understand people are gonna go through stuff, but it's just certain things I want better for my friends, because one thing about people is men can sniff out women who have low self-esteem. and who don't value themselves. And a man is never going to walk away from you if you're allowing him to have his way. If you just putting up with what he dishing out and you just happy to be there and have a man, he's never gonna walk away. So it's up to you to want better for yourself, because you steady coming to me complaining to me about this man, and then you like, well, I feel like he loved me because he haven't left me. He haven't left you not because he loved you. He haven't left you because they never leave their biggest dummy.
They never leave their
They never
placeholder.
they never gonna
placeholder,
leave the woman who let them. Hobby, is he back there talking about?
But no, you're right.
But they never gonna leave the woman that is gonna let them have their way. It doesn't have anything to do with
That
love.
was a word.
Yes, and I feel like as a woman, you have to know that. You have to have that sense of self-worth. And I feel like we're getting too old for this stuff too.
Agreed.
I know that we shouldn't try to use age because age is just a number. But at the same time, what?
That man. Careful, you keep summoning that man.
But seriously though, like, I know because in life, it doesn't matter what age you are.
Right.
We're always constantly learning, evolving, growing, and you never too old to learn a new lesson.
Right.
However, though, I have way less tolerance at 33 for certain things that my friends come talk to me about than I had when we was 23.
Yeah. No, I definitely.
Because at
agree
this
with you.
point, it's just kind of like,
Figure it out.
come on,
bitch.
sis.
I do
You done
agree.
been through this with the last 5 dudes that you dated. How many times we got to talk about the same situation? When you gonna realize what the fuck going
But I
on
do
and get your
believe-
shit together?
I do believe too.
You picking the wrong man. It ain't their fault no more. It's yours.
I also think that goes into a lot of like women don't know how to be the one that got away. It's so much power in that.
And I love being. I'm the one that got away. It's so. This is my favorite
Turn
song.
it up. That's my.
Did you
That's
see what I said? Did you see what I said?
Girl,
to
you
you
so
the other
stupid.
day?
But yes, I think there's so much. When I tell y'all,
I
the way
love
I
being the one
love
that got
myself,
away.
and you can't take that away from me. How much I love myself, how much I know my worth, my value, and how much I know people love me. I'm so loved. And I'm not talking about men. I'm talking about my friends, my family. I am so loved. So if you think you finna come into my life and not love me right, you can go, because I'm not gonna notice that you're gone. Because I'm so loved, because I'm a good person and I know my worth and I know what I deserve. And when it comes down to it, I may be crying right now, but later on down the road, you will never forget about me. You're gonna be laying in bed with that bitch thinking about what Lex P doing.
You could
You gonna
never.
you could never get over this Leo queen. You're gonna be walking down the aisle to your wife wishing it was me.
I know that's
Wishing that you would have did right.
I agree.
So I'm okay with that because I do right by people.
And I wouldn't even care, because once I'm done with you, I don't care who you be thinking about. You could think about me. You could be thinking about the next bitch. I don't give a damn, because I walked away.
Right.
I lived.
And that's the great part about walking away.
Yes, and it's like you just got to know when you need to walk away, and the girls don't be knowing. I hate when people be like, oh my God, I don't understand why he would treat me like this. I don't understand why he would do me like this, or why is he wasting my time? You are wasting your time. You are wasting your time, because you could leave. He can't waste your time if you ain't there. And he can't do you like that if you're not letting him do you like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's a choice. It's a choice to get mistreated. And I'm sorry, I'm not standing for no mistreatment when it comes to any man. I'm not letting a man mistreat me, and I don't want my friends to be letting men out here be mistreating them. And y'all shouldn't let people mistreat y'all.
Period. Man,
either.
woman, burl, I don't care who it is.
Stand on business by yourself, okay?
Period.
What you think, Ty?
I agree. I've cut off friends though, for like the ones
Really?
that choose the same man over and over and over again, because it's not going to end well for you. And now if there's a DV situation, now I have to feel like I'm involved. I have to come rescue you. Like, some of those things I don't have the capacity for. And maybe when I was younger, I had more capacity. We were learning and growing, but now nearing 40, no, hun.
Yeah, we can't do that.
No.
We can't do that.
You got to love yourself.
You have to love yourself, and that's the common denominator. What I realized in me, when I was in, like I said, this is not my last relationship. I'm talking about the one before. I didn't love myself. I completely had let myself go, but I was also going through something very fucking devastating as well, you know? And I truly feel like, I'll say that to the day I die, I feel like this person took advantage of the mental state I was in. But I say that because I lost all hope in everything. And like you said, men can sniff out that confidence. Because I will say this, and Drea, you can attest for this. Of all the years of dealing with that man, he had never had me down bad like that. Every time we would kind of fall out, I was in the country with the next dude, or I was on dates with other
You
dudes.
would always
always go
date
and do
somebody
my
else.
thing.
Yeah.
He never had me down bad, but it was like he caught me at the most vulnerable time in my life. And that's when I knew this is what women are going through when they can't get out of these situations because you're not loving yourself.
Yeah.
You know, I felt like in that moment I had lost everything. So I was just trying to attach myself onto anybody that was around. So, yeah, bitch ass nigga, you call me slipping, but never again.
Yes. He was...
I
was like, excuse me?
Girl. But
when I pulled up to the function and I seen him, I said,
but let me tell you how God works. Because now we can talk about it. Because by the time this episode drops, let me tell you how God works. When I got out this relationship, and I'm telling y'all this because this is why it's important to pour into yourself. When I got out that relationship, poor minds was already going up. Poor minds went up, okay?
Yeah.
I made, the next year, I had made the most money I had ever made after I had really dropped that relationship. And then in 2024, we made even more money. And now in 2025, we finna be on BET with a travel show.
Amen.
Because it's a testament that God will reward you for being obedient.
Hello? And I was obedient to the Lord.
No, yeah, because I feel like God had been showing you signs that you needed to walk away from this situation. And God will tell you, he will definitely direct you in the direction that he wants you to go.
Absolutely.
And if you keep being disobedient, your life is going to be a reflection of that. But as soon as you decide to listen to him and take heed to what he's trying to show you and get on the path that he wants you to be on, your blessings is going to overflow.
And that's why I say my faith
And I feel like that's what happened.
My faith is always stronger than my doubt. And then I said, what Beyonce said, the best revenge is your paper.
Come
Imagine
on now.
you treated somebody like complete shit, and now you got to turn on the TV and see my face. You can never escape me, baby.
Right.
Because my blessings are rolling in. They rolling in. And I'm not saying that was my motivation. I'm not thinking about him.
Right.
I'm just saying how much my life elevated when I walked away. There is power in walking away.
Right.
There is so much power in walking away because I know he looking like, damn.
And some people are in your life to be distractions.
Yes, man.
You know, but you have to have that spirit of discernment to be able to walk away, cut it off, no matter how painful or stressful you feel like it might be or hard to walk away from that. I've experienced this so many times. As soon as you drop that dead weight, the blessings, like you said, you're rewarded for paying attention, for giving yourself, for, what do we say with the Lord? Dang, I done spaced out.
What?
Oh, not obedience. It's another word that we use for it.
Right,
but like you're actually listening to what the Lord is saying.
Yes.
Like you're doing his will. Sorry, I messed that up. But
No, it's okay. No, because I get what you're saying because this is the thing though. I think a lot of times we pray to God to guide us.
Yeah.
But we don't pay attention to the signs that he gives us.
And he be sending them signs. Like God is the type of person. God is the type of God that if you ask him for a specific sign, he will literally send the specific sign, and people still ignore the specific sign that you asked for. Is
you
right
be like, oh, my
there.
bad, I didn't mean that with Jesus. Hold on, that's not what I asked for. But now I've learned to pay attention. Hey, God, is this what I'm supposed to do or what am I supposed to do? Please just guide me. Man, it'd just be so crazy. Seriously, I'm so specific with my praise.
You have to be.
And every morning I'll be waking up and it's like what I asked for.
Yeah.
It's just like the simplest things I be asking for, he's like, and it just be, man. And that's why I say, the fact that we have a travel show right now, like what?
Because we be traveling anyways. We be traveling for free.
Now,
well,
and y'all
not for
probably
free,
don't remember when I had my show with my old roommate, Jazz and Lex, Where To Next. So it's like, doing this is like, exactly. We manifested this for ourselves.
We did.
Y'all so worried about looking on other people play and you worried about this man, you worried about this. Focus on God.
Amen.
Focus on your blessings. I'm telling you, I focused on myself. I got back in the church and I'm telling you, it just started for everything.
Because Ty just spoke a word when she said some people are meant to be distractions.
Yes.
Or it's a test. Like sometimes God is just testing you, you know, and y'all be feeling the test.
I pass with flying colors now.
Y'all be feeling them tests because y'all would not leave these NIGGA
or
alone.
ER.
I'm not going to call them the ER.
All right. Okay, so now Item of the week.
My ancestors ain't about to be rolling in their grave.
Oh, no, we got to get
fooling with you.
Okay. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, XP.
And it's your girl, Dre Nicole.
And if you're a person that always delays making a doctor's appointment because it's too hard to find a doctor, you're just being lazy, and you need a one-stop shop, I'm going to tell you about Zocdoc.
Zocdoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality, in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. Yes, y'all. Zocdoc has over 100,000 in-network doctors that take your insurance, and all you have to do is go to the website and book them. I'm talking about from primary care to eye care, dental care, everything you could think of, every specialty.
Yes, you can even book same-day appointments or anything within the 24 to 72-hour window if you need something in a hurry. And they let you filter out if they accept your insurance, who's close by, whatever you need. Zocdoc makes it super easy. So all you're going to do is go to Zocdoc.com/poorminds. That's Zocdoc.com/poorminds. Get you an appointment. I use this and you should too. Stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to Zocdoc.com/poorminds to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's Zocdoc.com/poorminds. Zocdoc.com/poorminds. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, XP.
And it's your girl, Dre Nicole.
And we are here to tell y'all about our brand new ebook and e-course bundle, Pour Into Your Pod.
Yes, y'all. We have been working on this for a while, and we're so excited to put it out and give it to y'all because we know so many people have been asking us for such a long time about how to start a successful podcast, and we have literally put all of the information that we have and everything that we've utilized into this one ebook.
Yes, and this is not your typical ebook because I know what a lot of y'all are thinking. But I'm telling y'all, we give y'all direct access to how we built our brand. It's not no fluffiness and all that what I've read in ebooks before. This is an ebook that gets straight to the point and gives you all the direction you need to start your podcast today.
Absolutely. And you can trust that we are putting 100% good information, no filter into this book. And it's going to help you build your brand, and it shows you exactly how we built Poor Minds and made it into a six-figure company.
So make sure y'all head to poorminds.com to purchase your ebook or the e-course, and we also have it available in a bundle for you so you can get both. Poorminds.com, pour into your pod. So now it's time to get into
The big.
bow.
The big.
Bow.
The big.
Bow. 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 Bow.
That being a theme song is just crazy.
It's a good
Because I'm
theme
like,
song.
how did we even come up with that?
You know what's crazy?
I can't
It's
even
on
remember.
episode 1.
I know, but I'm like, how did it even come about?
I don't know. I swear to
Bow,
God.
bow, bow.
So I wanted to talk about a little sexual health for a minute and how it impacts your mental health, but I also wanted to tie that into the conversation we were having earlier, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to this thing. It was called it's called Risky Dinner. Oh, my phone died. I can't look it up to shout the host out. I think her name is Koya. I'm so sorry if I got her name wrong. But it's called Risky Dinner. Weezy hosted with her. Shout out to Weezy. I had an amazing time. So basically, it's a dinner and they go around just letting Black women know like the statistics in their state of like HIV, STDs and things like that. Because although, Black women, our population is really low, not compared to other ones. Our percentage of having HIV and AIDS is really high.
Yeah, it's Talk with Koya.
Talks with Koya, yes. And she hosts something called Risky Dinner. So it's basically, a open table, open mic where Black women just get to sit and talk. They talk about PrEP, how to protect yourself, opening up conversations with your partner about getting tested and things like that. So I wanted to talk about this because I wanted to read this fact for you. Black women account for the largest share of new HIV diagnoses among women. 50% in 2022, as well as the largest share of all women living with HIV. The rate of new diagnosis among Black women is 10 times the rate among white women and 3 times the rate among Latinas. That number is scary. And the numbers in Atlanta, she was talking about specifically in Georgia because they travel around. The numbers in Georgia are even scarier, you guys. So I wanted to talk about that because it's so crazy how growing up, my mom was always like, don't get pregnant. Don't get pregnant. I think that's what they do in the Black community. Even us, we're like, don't y'all keep having these kids and you ain't got enough money. Y'all can't have. But more importantly, we are not protecting ourselves from these diseases.
Let me tell you something. My mama was definitely showing me them photos of chlamydia, people with chlamydia and gonorrhea. And I was like, oh,
Yes.
But I agree with you. I think that people raise their children and talk about the fears or the scares of getting pregnant more often than actually talking about the diseases that are out here, and more specifically the ones that you can't get rid of. Because HIV, herpes, there's no cure. Hepatitis, there's no cure for these things. And these days, with things like PrEP available, which we didn't have 20 years ago, 30 years ago, I just feel like it's no excuse to be out here living risky.
Okay, I like how you did that.
But yeah, it's no excuse to be out here creating risky behavior and doing risky stuff, putting yourself in scary situations when you can literally prevent it from happening.
Yeah.
You can prevent it.
And I think what's scary is too is like a lot of times people don't like getting, they don't like getting tested. They're at-home kits now. You can literally do it with your partner. You can get tested at home for HIV in your home. I mean,
it'd be scary.
It is scary.
Especially when that'd be the longest 15 minutes of your life. You'd be like, oh my God.
But I'll say this.
And then don't it seem like every time right before you go get tested or you waiting for some test results, all you see is HIV commercials.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That little billboard.
So I get it. It is scary, but you have to do it.
That billboard that's by the cookout. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
I hate that damn billboard. I'll be like, huh?
Yes, I'm telling you. But it's necessary, though. Like, we're trying to make it a little lighthearted, but for real, though, y'all need to go get tested.
But also because it's better to know than not, because y'all have to realize we are so advanced with the medicines and stuff that are available.
People are going undetectable.
Yeah, so it's like you can live with it, but it's like you have to know before it's too late. Because once it's too late, it's too late. There's no going back. So I just think that the numbers when I went to this dinner of the statistics of Black women who are being exposed to this, who don't know, and it's really sad. It really breaks my heart because as Black women, we just go through so much, bruh. It's like the dating is hard for us. Then we have to deal with stuff like this. Then we got to deal with, being single mothers, being the most unwed. It's just like it's so much on us. And I think that's why it ties into all of this. It goes back to loving yourself, protecting yourself. Nobody is going to protect us like us. So it's important that we all gather and we have these uncomfortable conversations because if we don't have it among us, nobody else is going to protect us.
And carry your own condoms.
Yes.
They be trying to say that you, as a woman, you're not supposed to carry your own condoms.
Girl.
Men be saying that they gonna judge you. Like, if they come to your house and you got your own
Don't
condoms,
care.
they gonna judge you.
Honestly, in the way I am right now, like, I'm not in a relationship. Like, I'm cool. Like, I'm not like, oh my gosh, I need to have sex. Like, I'm not finna be out here. Like, I'm not looking for
what we call that?
What?
Growth.
Yes, because I used to be horny.
You need that dick bad. You need that more than the air you breathe.
I thought I did, but I don't know. I'm just so
that is real growth.
I don't know what got into me. The Holy Ghost. It's the Holy Ghost. I'm telling you, Lord. I'm telling you.
I know.
I don't know.
I'm very proud of you.
Yes, but I'm not even like worried about that. Like I found so much peace in just being alone. Like I'm getting everything I ever wanted. Like I know I keep saying that, but bro, I'm finna be on TV. Like this is what I've been fighting for my whole life. Like I get to go home and go to sleep, and ain't nobody's son stressing me out.
Yeah.
I ain't got to cook for nobody. I ain't got to do nothing. Now, don't get it twisted. Do I want partnership one day? Yeah. But when God is ready to send me my man, he's going to send it to me. So it's just like...
Not a day late.
And not a day late. So I'm not worried about it. I know the woman I am, but like I said, going back to this, I know that I have to protect myself. Nobody's going to protect me. Nobody's going to look out for me. But us, y'all, you have to go get tested. Men, Black men out there, stop thinking because she got tested and she don't got nothing that you don't got nothing. It does not work like that.
Cause that be their favorite line. Well, you ain't got nothing. You clean, right?
Yeah,
but are you?
Y'all have to pay attention. If a man is throwing your BV off, stop fucking him immediately.
Stop.
If you wake up and it smell like a fish fry on a Friday night, stop having sex with that man. Hey. We keeping it real now.
No, we are. That's why I said, if you gonna be a freaky frog,
that's funky.
Carry your own condoms.
Fish fries.
I'm telling you, if you wake up and you smell...
And fish fries be lingering. Like after you fry some fish in your house, your clothes be smelling like it, your couch, it be lingering. The fish fry is not what you want to smell like.
So yeah, I just want
Especially not no catfish.
that. Ooh.
Yeah.
But it was just so eye-opening. I went home. They gave us the little at-home kiss. Baby, I went home. I took that test so quick.
Is that what these make? Like, it looks like a kit, like a box that people are unboxing. I was looking at their Instagram.
They have some of them where you got to send in the results, and then some of them they have where, you can wait and they,
the
pop
15-minute test.
Okay.
So, but yeah, y'all, please go get tested, especially my black women. It's so many, like literally 99% of our listeners are black women. Y'all, please, these numbers are crazy. Do some more research yourself. Y'all, please go get tested.
Yes, y'all.
Please protect yourself. Please stop listening to people. And y'all know, this is what we learned at Risky Dinner too. Do y'all know they have people creating fake My Charts for people nowadays? Javi.
Cause what?
They are what?
Why did he laugh?
Javi is crazy. Javi laughing at the most random shit.
They're creating.
No, I say that because
My chart. Ty had asked what a my chart is. Like, basically when you go online and it shows you your test results.
Yeah,
when you go to the doctor.
They're copying that. Like,
Yeah,
or
they're
they're
creating fake
My Charts.
ones.
They're
Probably
photoshopping
to
them.
show that they have negative test results.
Yes. So again, ladies, go get tested.
What?
Protect yourself. Even in a relationship, protect yourself unless y'all are constantly going to get tested together. There was a lady there who was actually married, and she said, yes, me and my husband, we still go get tested. We go get tested. Like, because you know how many women get STDs that are married? They think
From
they're
their
getting it from their husbands. Or, even vice versa. I try not
you
to,
the one doing the bending.
Yeah, they be doing the bending, child.
That's what she said in the movie because she had got HIV from her husband.
Yep. And then that's another misconception too. A lot of people think, it's just high and this and that because of the DL men. That is another thing that's like out the window. At the end of the day, it's us. We have the highest rate of it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we are only sleeping with DL men. We're sleeping with men of all races, all everything. So we have to protect yourself, please.
And if you engaging in risky behavior too, make sure that you're like, if you did something crazy last week, definitely go test yourself, but then just always be mindful that you have to test yourself again in 90 days.
Yep.
Because your results might not be accurate if you just did something last week. Just thought I would throw that out here a little.
I'm just keeping my
extra
thing
info.
on lock. I'm keeping my thing on lock for a while.
Give it to the Lord.
Amen.
Let the Lord handle it.
All right, item of the week. Per usual, I know y'all see the orange tresses. They have been freaking out about this little hairdo, girl.
It's cute.
You know what I'm saying? I haven't done color in a long time, so I got this custom unit from richlookhair.com. Shout out to my girl Dee Dee. It's a custom color. If y'all want this same unit, you just go hit her up. It look like it's coming from the scalp. But also, she has units that are like ready-made to go. You can order it. She send it to your house. You just plop it on and go. I think everybody needs to have a wig to throw on their head when you're in between hairstyles. So I'm really trying to grow my hair out right now. So I'm trying the Mary Ruth's hair growth multivitamin little juice stuff. So I'm gonna let y'all know how it goes because I'm gonna keep my glueless units on for a while because I want to really try to grow my hair back out and see what it do. So yeah, Rich Look Hair. Shout out to Dee Dee. That's where I got my hair from.
Yes, and of course, y'all know my item of the week is Muse beautycollection.com. Make sure you get your lip glosses, lip liners, matte liquid lipsticks, jelly blushes. We have all the things, lip plumper, and I have some new products that are coming out soon. Mascara and eyeliner should actually be on the site shortly. So yeah. And what's my lip combo today? I have on the Fudge Me lip gloss. I have on the Rose matte liquid lipstick and the lip plumper.
Period, Pookie. What's up, y'all? It's your girl XP.
And it's your girl, Dre Nicole.
Y'all know we have a segment on Poor Minds called Item of the Week. But do you have a product or something that you want to promote and you want it featured on Poor Minds? Your opportunity is here.
Period. If you have an item or you have a business and you want to get it promoted, we are now having slots available on the Poor Minds episode. So if you would like to get your product featured for Item of the Week, all you need to do is send an email to itemoftheweekpm@gmail.com. That's itemoftheweekpm@gmail.com. Send us an email and we'll work it out. We're going to figure it out. Get your product, get your business sponsored, and yeah, make you some money.
We love to support a small business now.
And a black business at that. But I mean,
It can be anybody. We don't
as well.
We don't discriminate.
Any business is welcome.
All right, so now it's time to get into
The bow.
The
bow.
You know, I found this good song. I love TikTok. TikTok always puts me on the good jam. So it's a song called Ordinary. It's about this guy. His name is Alex Warren. It's a good pop ballad. I feel like the pop boys are coming back. They're making a comeback. And it's just a love song. And what it is the reason this song is so intriguing to me is because his actual wife is in the video. And like, there's a trend on TikTok right now of everybody showing themselves in relationships. Or they're showing like, hey, I'm made of love and this is why I'm so patient because I know that one day I'm gonna find a man that can write a song like this about me. It's such a beautiful song. Oh my gosh, I haven't heard a good love ballad like this in a long time.
Really?
It kind of gives me like, you know how like white people's church music sounds?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if that's making me want to go listen.
But no, white people be getting down in the church. They do. They be having a little white boy on the piano and it's like, ah, God is good. You know?
Oh, I thought she was more so talking about,
No, not the.
That's exactly what I thought.
I'm talking about the Baptist.
That's what I thought she was talking about.
No. I'm not. You talking about the cat? You getting into the Catholic? I'm talking about the white Baptist church. They get down a little bit now.
Okay.
It is giving. I'm telling y'all, it is such a good song. If y'all listen to Alex Warren, "Ordinary," it sounds like a church song, like a white church song. But he is singing down.
You know what? That's fair though. My mama be listening to, I think it's 99.3
Yeah.
KSBJ.
Okay.
In Houston. My mama listens to that station all the time, y'all. And it's a gospel station, but all they play is like white contemporary Christian
And it
music.
sounds good.
And it do be some bops on there. I
telling
will
you.
not lie.
That's what I'm saying. I wasn't being funny. It sounds
Yeah.
like white. I wouldn't say it's black because, you know, black church music is soulful. It's not a soulful
Let
song,
me make sure I said the right radio.
but it's a beautiful ballad. And I'm ready to get back.
Not a beautiful ballad.
It's a beautiful ballad. Let's get back to the love songs. I'm tired of, like I said in the past, I don't want to wet the block up. I don't want to beat that pussy up no more. Okay? Tired.
Somebody said,
All right, Drea, what's your bop?
Hold on, wait. Let me make sure I said the right station.
You think they finna give you an interview?
No, but I just want to, if people live in Houston and they are looking for, see, it's 89.3.
89.
I said 99.3.
I know that shit staticky as hell.
It's 80, no, what do you mean?
89.
89.3 FM.
The good stations be like 90,
'Cause they're-
95 and up.
Because you know how every station got their theme. They be like, 89.3 FM, KSBJ. That's how I go. So anyway, my mom
Oh, mine was
be
the
listening
vibe.
to this
105.
station.
Growing up.
So if y'all are looking for a good Christian channel that plays contemporary Christian music and y'all live in Houston, check out 89.3.
Period.
Yeah.
89.3.
Amen.
Amen.
So my bop, because now we about to get into some heathen music.
Should have known.
But my bop is an old song. I was listening to My Savages earlier today by Future. And that is
Future
just
run was crazy.
Future. What was is, I mean, he's still on his little
No,
run.
I'm talking about his
But you're
run.
talking about that, yeah. Like 2011 to like
I don't give a fuck.
2017.
When Real Sisters dropped, my life
Real
changed.
Sisters was about, My Savages was about peacoats, about, I mean, I could really keep going because I was really in my Future bag back in them days. But anyways, I was listening to My Savages earlier today and I was just like, wow, now this is hood gospel.
Yeah. A preacher is what he was.
Yeah, a preacher is a deacon. A deacon to our community. And he really said some profound words in that song. I said, wow.
Yeah.
It
Shout out
touched
to
my
Future.
spirit because I felt that, because that's how I feel about, you know,
That
my
lady had him
friends.
on
You
the
got
phone screaming
what?
on TikTok. That lady that he was arguing with on Twitter. I mean, on TikTok.
Okay.
He was on the phone screaming
Okay.
because he was getting that word out.
But no, and I just feel like I was saying, I just feel like as we're continuing to grow and Poor Minds is getting bigger and bigger, that is really how I feel about my friends and stuff. Because you can't let the money get between us. You can't let the fame get between. You can't let these bitches and these niggas. Shit. get between us. That's what he said on the song.
I'm listening.
He said, this a letter for my dogs. How we let this money get between us. How we let these bitches get between us. How we let these niggas get between us. A
I see it every
word.
day.
I got love for all my savages with itchy fingers.
My fingers.
It's itching for that paper. Another hit. So
Yeah, okay.
Shout out to
Big Future.
because that was a hit, I must say.
Big
Good
Future.
times when it came out. We was young and reckless.
Young and reckless. Life was good.
It was. Now we still old and reckless. Older.
Older.
We not old. We older.
But we
Still a little reckless.
little bit of reckless.
Little
You know what I'm
bit.
saying? So now we're getting into our favorite segment of the week. If you want your question answered on the show, make sure you email us at askpoorminds@gmail.com. If you're a Patreon member, please put that in the subject line and you will get to skip the line. Okay? You want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I've been with my girlfriend for a few years now, and we have a baby together. Everything was good until about 6 months ago when I logged on to social media and saw a picture of my child on her ex's page with him claiming the baby as his. I confronted her, and she swore he was just being spiteful, trying to ruin our relationship. She even offered a DNA test, but I'm scared to take it because I don't believe things like this happen by coincidence. So, as two women, what do y'all think? Am I overthinking, or is there something I need to do?
I think you need to confirm, was it a picture that he took off of her social media or was it a picture he took?
Of him holding the baby.
Right. Because if she brought the baby around him and it's a picture that he took, you need to get that DNA test.
Well, I feel like I would get the DNA test either way. If she offering, if she like, oh, we can get a DNA test, I would take her up on the offer.
Because
get the DNA test.
Why does he feel so comfortable doing that? Are they still having conversations? Are they still talking? Because I couldn't imagine just somebody out the blue just posting a random baby from a random ex and being like, oh, this is my baby.
And I don't know. I think in situations like that, if I was presented with that type of information, if I was a man and I was presented with that type of information, for my own peace of mind now, I just need to know.
Yeah.
I need to know so I can sleep well at night because it's always going to be, I feel like if you don't get the DNA test, it's still going to always be something that's lingering in the back of your mind as this child is growing up. You're going to always feel like, oh, it's a possibility that this might not be my baby. Just do it for your own peace of mind. And hopefully we going to pray that it's your baby. But even if it's not, at least now you know. You know what I mean? At least now you know. And you could say good riddance to that bitch.
Because, like I said, she's offering a DNA test. I think you need that DNA test for peace of mind. I know you're afraid, but there's nothing better than peace of mind.
I agree.
All right. Hey, ladies, I'm 27 and I need advice from my big homies because maybe I'm tripping. I was dating this guy for 3 months. The first 2, he was checking all my boxes. But in month 3, I started noticing red flags. His views on women, lack of accountability, etc. I was already debating cutting him off. Then one day on FaceTime, I responded with a little sass and he said, "It sounds like you want to get head butted." Instantly, I felt uneasy since I've been in abusive relationships before, which he knew. I asked him to repeat it. He refused and tried to play it off, laughed, and called me crazy, and said I was making him the villain. Then he admitted I heard right, but claimed it was a joke and I was overreacting. I hung up, texted him how I felt, and he never responded. Did I dodge a bullet, or am I projecting because of my past? Love y'all deep.
What have you say?
As fuck.
Yeah, because I just feel like you don't joke like that.
Yeah.
To me, that's not, like, if you say something like that, I am under the impression that you will actually do it one day.
Yeah.
Why? You shouldn't even play like that. Do you want to get head butted?
Especially with somebody who has been in a abusive
relationship. But even period, even if she wasn't in an abusive relationship, you just shouldn't even play with no woman like that, saying something like that.
Well, the reason I say, especially because she's been in an abusive relationship before, because she's told you, and that's a trigger for her. Mm-hmm. So instead of you being, hey, understanding, I'm so sorry, I won't joke like that, I didn't mean it like that, I wasn't thinking, you're saying that you're gaslighting her. I hate when people tell somebody how something made them feel, and you're like, well, you're being stupid. You can't tell people how to feel about something that you said to them and how it makes them feel. That's crazy to me. So you're not wrong. You dodged a bullet because, like I said, I think if somebody will joke and laugh and like that, he said his first reaction what went through his mind.
Ain't nothing funny about
being physical.
Joking about domestic violence. Nothing is funny about
I have never, like, I'll just use my last relationship. He ain't never said nothing like, yeah, I'll choke your ass. What? No. That's crazy.
Unless it's during sex. That's a little.
All right.
That's a little different. No, I like a little choke.
Okay. It's time to wrap.
That's the only.
What?
That's the.
Was this a different CBD drink?
That's the only.
Say what?
That's the only appropriate time to say that.
All right. Y'all make sure y'all check out Travel Queens on BET. Y'all make sure y'all check out Love Lex P every Monday, 10 a.m. We talk about all the hot topics and all the reality TV shows. We're doing Real Housewives of Atlanta right now, and the tea is hot.
Mm-hmm.
Drea?
Oh, yes, of course. Make sure y'all shop Muse. Why did you make that page?
Because you couldn't.
MuseBeautyCollection.com. Also, make sure you follow my YouTube channel, Drea Nicole with 3 E's. I drop videos every week. It's either always going to be a vlog or something beauty, lifestyle related. So, yeah.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next week.
Bye, y'all.
Y'all make sure y'all share the content, like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. And let me say this before we close out. Y'all, there is one Twitter account that is connected to Poor Minds. It's POUR_MINDS. Y'all are tagging the wrong Poor Minds page. If you see @Poor Minds with no underscore, that is a fake page. Do not follow that page, okay? They blocked me, Andrea, and the Poor Minds page on both. So we only have one Instagram, one Twitter, one TikTok. It is POUR_MINDS. All right?
And we got hella fake Facebook pages.
Oh, the Facebook pages. It's the
The crazy thing is our Facebook page actually have the least amount of followers.
So if you go on Facebook,
the one that's ours
got the least amount of followers.
The one that's not us got like 250,000
But y'all
followers.
know it's fake if you actually look at the content, because the caption is like, whoever it is don't speak English. Because their captions are like,
Bumba Claus.
Should men pay bill? Should men pay bill? Yes, no. Check answer below.
Block.
Booyah.
Like, that's literally what the captions
I like you want with that DDG Bumba Claude.
Bumba Claus.
I love that.
Savages.
My savages. I'm always dressing fresher than a mannequin. I grew up in a ruthless environment. I'm on the phone with yo. I asked them how the trial went. 35 racks is how my day was spent. I got a cocky back, that's how my day would get. I be thinking all these bitches artificial. The way you acting, you don't respect the real nigga. Put some herb on her, post some syrup up. They try to infiltrate us and then betrayed us. I told you way before what happened, they was hating on us. You know we was jugging for it, they was mad at us. This a letter for my dogs, how we let this money get between us. How we let these bitches get between us. How we let these niggas get between us. Yeah, I got love for all my savages with itchy fingers. I got love, but it ain't like the love I got for India. She held me down when I was broke. I got her to infinity. A dog cost a murder, girl. Gonna
Infinity.
Elvis, I know you feeling me. R.I.P. My granddad quick, he should have seen this shit.
R.I.P.
20,000 of soft support, I seen this shit.
I seen it.
Riding around with all them choppers, I done seen this shit.
I seen it.
These rappers mad at me, but these niggas ain't doing shit. And I just bought a pound of kush so I could smoke that shit. When it spent half a ticket at the dealership. The fame is doing a lot of damage to my friendship. If it's gonna deal with me, I'll jump ship. And it's the love from my fans got me still here.
Man.
Monster. Say I'm Illuminati. They trying to make me get your body. I don't know when I'm a flip nigga. Give me some codeine and sip nigga. Big bass saying wipe a nigga nose. Big bass saying wipe a nigga nose. My girl done shut locking the doors. Before this shit pulling up a phone. Ain't falling in love with no hoe. check. I hate to fuck with any of you niggas. That's my only regret. Drag the mink on the floor. The Cuban links on my hoe. 10 whips in a row. Who would have thought we was po? Who would think we was po? Money laying on the floor. Got some hoes on some hoes. That shawty with me, she a pro. No, she never met another nigga, not another nigga like me. Even if he got $1 billion, he can't make her come like me. Who compliment you like me?
I don't know. My ab libs was fire.
I was sure it was. That was good, Lex. That was really good. You are a top-tier hype man.
See y'all next week.
Free all my niggas incarcerated.